Hello, everyone. I'm Amanda with our young bachelor. And welcome to 30 Minutes with a mom, a dad, and a young bachelor. And Amanda's running a little behind. She's super successful, super busy, and she doesn't have time for us anymore. No, she'll be on a little bit. She's not running late. She's got a thing.
Yeah.
So, AJ, why were you late?
Well, my sister has a friend over, and we were just sitting there talking for a little bit.
Now, you're like me. You're the second born, right?
Yes, sir.
So I was talking about this with my nephew, Derek, because he's also a second born. And we always say that, you make a rough draft before your final copy.
I agree. I agree with that.
So were you the annoying little brother when because you have an older sister just like myself and,
yes.
my boy, Derek, the elite group that is second borns. Were you that annoying I'm just setting our timer. Were you that annoying little brother that was always like trying to mac on your sister's friends?
No, not really. I don't know. So when she was growing up, she really only had one really good best friend that would always come over. Yeah, I mean, she was pretty attractive, and man, would I loved if she was attracted to me, but she wasn't. But I never really tried anything. I don't know. I couldn't really bring myself to, if that makes sense.
It does. My sister had a couple good friends, and I always joked around with one of them. I won't say her name, but yeah, always would joke with her. And then my sister's wedding, my sister paired me with her to do the aisle, and I think we were walking down the aisle, and I like patted her hands, like, "This will be us one day."
Oh man,
didn't work out.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Spoiler alert.
My gosh, you know what I did the other day? I wanted to shoot myself in the foot. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I clicked on this one girl's profile. It's my ex's cousin. And I was kind of stalking her and going through her pictures a little bit. I was probably about 6 weeks back on her pictures. And I accidentally liked a picture from me. I think it was like a family reunion, and it had like a picture of her and my ex together. And I accidentally liked that from like 6 weeks ago. So
you run into there's a couple issues. One, it shows that you were like catching up on her stuff because you didn't like it right away. And then two, you kind of got the creepy factor of like, this person and your ex.
Yep. It was.
That's awkward.
It was awkward, and I think I'm just gonna blame it on the algorithm and say like, hey, the algorithm was weird. It just showed up on my page, you know.
You know what though, man? I mean, was it a likable photo?
Nah, it was just them at a family reunion.
That's fine. Yeah. I've fat fingered stuff before. We actually had a lady on our team in the Serenity, Ohio office, and she posted some like horror thing, and it's right when Facebook added that cuddle icon, and I meant to laugh or like it, and I cuddled it. So it's like this gory, this scary horror thing. And I'm like, cuddles.
Social media gets you into trouble, man. I'm telling you.
It does. I never will forget the first time I noticed, like, you can look at your activity log.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's like, oh. And then I was like, oh, thank God it said hidden from timeline. Can't let these people know I'm a creep.
No, exactly. Seeing what you like and stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
No, it's people who check in on Facebook. Everywhere. My mom does that. She'll check in wherever she goes. And I don't like doing that. I don't like checking in.
People know you're not home.
Exactly.
I'll check into the office, but that's just for like promotion stuff.
No, exactly. My mom, she'll be like, yeah, I went to the Clam Diggers the other night with blah, 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 blah. And she'll tag all of us. And I'm like, oh, gosh.
Now people are going to know.
Exactly.
The old Clam Digger.
We were actually going to go there a couple nights ago. We were going to take the boat there, but I guess we decided not to. I kind of want to do that, though. I really have not been on the boat much in Lake Erie. I can't say that I haven't been on a boat much.
I'll say you've been on a boat a lot more than most people.
Honestly, it was just the ocean, not Lake Erie. I love Lake Erie, though.
Lake Erie's scary. My parents were boaters growing up. I spent a lot of time on Lake Erie, and it's some rough times out there.
Got caught in some storms?
Yeah, some bad storms.
I heard that the storms in Lake Erie are so bad.
I've been in some rough stuff. Some rough stuff. Like, little Aaron didn't think he was going to make it back.
Been there, trust me.
Where all these grades are from. No, I'm joking. That's marriage. I had a thing. You were talking about clam diggers, the boat, Facebook, checking in. Oh, so my nephew, let me know if you think this is a bad gift. So I kind of pride myself on trying to be like the cool uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have like 11 or 12 nieces and nephews in total. And like Bennett, my one nephew, I taught him how to throw a boomerang. Fun fact, I can throw a boomerang and have it come back-ish. Comes back near me. I have to do a little movement to get it. So I taught him. And so Wyatt turned 12 yesterday. So Uncle Aaron and technically Aunt Jen and Cousin William. But we all know who is the gift giver. I take one guess at what you think I got him for his birthday. Just one random guess.
One random guess. I don't want to say boomerang.
Not a boomerang. Bennett's my boomerang kid.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's fair. I got him a lock picking set, and I taught him how to pick a lock.
Oh, so you know how to pick a lock, eh?
I can pick a lock. And
are you good at picking a lock though? Like, can I hand you any lock and you can pick it?
Some I can. I can do like old combination master locks. There's a little hack to that. I'll teach you when we're not on the air. And yeah, I can pick like deadbolts and stuff. So and it came with like a little practice set and sat him down, and I got it pretty quickly, which I was pretty happy. And then he sent me a video last night where he's sitting down on the floor, opens it up, boom. So so hopefully he doesn't end up in jail.
Right, honestly.
He was all bragging how he was going to break into his pappy's house. I'm like, normally, you might want to not. This is for fun. This isn't for breaking in, and just make sure you're not breaking into a home that is armed. Exactly. I guess that's the best advice I could give him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Now, do you think that was a bad gift to give a 12-year-old? Comment below if you disagree. AJ, what do you think? I'm proud of it.
That could either be a very, very good gift and make him want to be like a locksmith when he gets older, or make him into a career criminal.
True. It's a good skill to have. I've only used it for good.
I've never needed to pick a lock.
So, you know what's funny? You'd be surprised how easy it is. Like I showed the 12-year-old, he got it in under a half hour. He was popping it open like it was nothing. So really, honestly, people, your homes aren't safe.
I was just thinking that how much of like home security that we do is just for the look to be safe, the feeling of safety.
Yeah, your deadbolts are nothing.
Exactly.
Even you look at the screws that are holding your door in. You could just kick that in. Lockpicking's more about stealth than anything else. If you want to get in without people knowing you were in. Right. But as far as if someone wants in your house, man, they're getting in. It's super easy.
Not even that. We have windows on houses, and their windows are made of glass.
When we went away for a week, we have like this cement bulldog
on
our front porch in honor of the late, great Rolly. And I brought it in the garage. I'm like, I'm not leaving this out there for someone to smash a window with. Mind you, my landscaping is all large decorative rocks. So like I'm straining to lift this concrete bulldog, and I look back, I'm like, that was really dumb. Like, they just have all these rocks. But
Oh man.
did
Yeah.
you have a lot of fireworks at your subdivision?
You know, I don't know. I do know that
Oh, that's right.
I was in Wolf Lake for the 4th. But I do know that a family in my sub was taking donations for fireworks so they could put on a nice fireworks show for the sub. I don't know how that turned out. Where I was, though, in Wolf Lake, I did not really see many fireworks. I heard them, but it was all just like someone next door blowing them off. It wasn't a show or anything. Does anybody know if there was any fireworks shows on the 4th of July? Like actual fireworks shows? If you can, put them in the description. I'd like to know.
Yeah, I'm curious. I wonder how that the order affected that.
No, exactly. Did you hear California, as of yesterday, is in lockdown again? Yep.
Man, I really want my son to go back to school. I mean, I love him.
Well, they're saying, though, that if everyone were to wear masks and if we like locked down for a little bit or something like that, that we could possibly have the kids go back to school. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. It's out of our hands.
Exactly. California's on the other side of the country.
Exactly. We should really let those guys kind of do their own thing. They're gonna fall off one day.
Exactly. They're gonna fall off. We might as well cut them off while they're still attached.
And the real estate is so pricey.
Oh my
It's
God!
head to the ocean.
You want to go to California? You're gonna spend about $1 million on a 3-bedroom.
At least.
So
I
crazy.
spend that on a 2-bedroom.
Almost, yeah. It's so crazy down there.
I imagine though that's probably not all California. I'm sure that's very specific pockets. Like I'm sure if you were like further north or further east in California, you probably
Yeah, I know. Like Northern California, for like a 4-bedroom, you're looking at like 400,000. So it's still pricier than Michigan's real estate, but you also got to look at the area. You have a lot of rich people in California because of Silicon Valley and all that stuff.
right.
Man, I'd love to get a job at a tech company doing. I don't even know what tech companies do.
I worked at one for 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, we make tax and accounting software. And,
Oh, that's true. I forgot about it.
It's honestly, it's secure. The hours are great. There's a lot of flexibility. Now that I said that, why did I start real estate? Decent benefits. It's not very difficult work.
Yeah.
Pretty easy on you.
Wait, did you say you had a union?
No.
Okay.
No union. We can get into that later. Yeah, no union. I was just saying it's kind of it's really easy to plan too. Like honestly, like when I was just doing that before real estate, I was getting 8 hours of sleep every night. I was practicing guitar. I was working out every day. I had all this free time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, why? Not really selling myself on this career change I've made.
The unlimited amount that you can make.
It is, and I do love it.
I do love being a real estate agent.
I was getting burnt out on the whole tech stuff. Like 15 years is a long time to be doing something.
And you know what? I can imagine being in a job for 15 years, especially like a job that is the same. Like I bet it was not the same, but it kind of was the same.
It kind of went in cycles. And honestly, I think for me, like I kind of felt like I had gone as high up as I probably could go. Like I feel like I had hit the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it kind of got to the point where it was like what I was calling like golden handcuffs. Because it was like, I felt trapped and I didn't feel like, I knew the rest of my path, if I continue to stay there until retirement, which Hey, it's very fine. If you choose that, that's awesome. Because like I said, there's a lot of benefits to it. My weekends are my weekends. 5 o'clock, I was done working. I had my nights. And, with real estate, as you know, that's not necessarily the case. And it's hard to plan stuff sometimes because every time you make plans, you're going to get that buyer you haven't heard from in forever. Like, oh, hey, can we go see some houses? Well, I don't want to pass this up. Or, hey, can you come and do a listing appointment? It's like, okay.
Exactly.
Sure. No. But a lot of that, though, I think on the real estate side is really mindset. And I think this is for anyone out there. Like, you can't let your business run you. You got to run your business. You got to set boundaries. And I think it's okay to tell clients no and to set the expectations. Like, I'm not going to drop what I'm doing and show you a house in an hour. I know the market's crazy right now, but we need a little, some time in advance.
Exactly. I get what you're saying.
You're picking up what I'm laying down. How did it go last night? So if we can talk about that, you had to pick up, you had to run to Ohio?
Yeah, I ran.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I went to, well, actually, it all started with my buddy giving me a phone call saying, hey, can I steal you for a few hours? And I was like, I guess so.
Sold.
Right. He's like, well, I need to go to Clyde, Ohio. I'm like, okay. So we're going to Clyde, Ohio. He's picking up an engine block. I believe it was a...
We've got another Amanda Sharp.
Oh, hello, Amanda.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
You're looking lovely today, Amanda.
Oh, thanks. I can't see you guys. Why?
Aw.
Uh-oh. Can't see how amazing AJ and I look.
No, I'm so sad. Wait a minute. I see Aaron. There's my guys. There you guys are.
Okay.
I'd like to say that I did something.
Hey, we got 2 Amanda Sharps in the chat now.
We got 2 Amanda Sharps. Look at that. So I'm on my Tether or whatever you call it off of my phone because my phone wouldn't do Zoom. Why is that?
We have a rover on Mars. It's 2020.
I know. What the heck? So what are you guys talking about?
Life.
Life, yeah. I was talking about my night last night.
What happened last night?
I went to Ohio. No. I picked up an engine block and some pistons for that engine.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Slight flex. You want to talk about lifting something heavy? That engine block was pretty heavy.
How many people did it take to lift?
Just 2, but it was, if I had to guess, it was 150, 200 pounds. I want to say it was a Ford. I know it was a Ford, but I think it was a 3-something engine.
So does your friend work on cars, or?
Yeah, he's going to rebuild this engine and put it in his Bronco, and his Bronco engine blows.
My dad had a Bronco growing up. I thought
really?
It was the coolest ride ever.
He just got done restoring this Bronco. It's a 95, I believe. 94, 95-ish. He just got done restoring it.
Is it like the Eddie Bauer edition or whatever?
No, it's the OJ Simpson body style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my dad had like the blue and the tan.
Okay.
Oh man, that thing was so cool.
This is a white Bronco.
So you can, evade the cops for a good period.
Yeah.
If you need to.
Did you hear about Ford though and what happened when so they set the original release date for the Bronco, right? But that was on OJ's birthday.
Why would you change it? Why would you change destiny?
That's what I'm saying.
Think of the marketing.
Perfect. I thought that was perfect, but they ended up changing it.
I feel like that would have been. I wonder if OJ had an issue with that. Because really, that's perfect.
No, exactly. It was perfect. And to be honest, what was it? It was over 20 years ago.
Oh my, that was 20. I remember watching the trial
5 years ago, wasn't it?
In high school?
Yes, it was. I was in 8th grade. I remember it because my teacher put it, like the whole school had it on TV because they wanted to see. And I go, that was news back then.
Wait, are you talking about the chase or the trial?
The trial.
Yeah, I think the trial was when we were in high school.
Oh, no, I was in ninth grade. It was in Mrs. Wajda's class.
So, see, our high
Which
school
would have been-
was 9th through 12th grade. So maybe your middle school, did your middle school include 9th grade?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, okay. So that's a semantic thing then. All right, yeah.
Can you guys Google machine what year the trial was in, or the verdict? Google machine.
I'm on it.
All right.
Now I'm questioning my memory, which scares me.
We'll see who's right. 1995. October 2nd, 1995.
Would have been in ninth grade. That's perfect. Okay.
Wait, you were in 9th grade in 95?
I was. Because 10th, 11th, 12th. Wait, what year? Like, what month was it?
October 2nd.
That would make sense. Because 96, the fall of 96, I would have been in 10th. The fall of 97, I would have been in 11th. The fall of 99, I was in my senior year, and I graduated in 2000. I'm dating myself right there.
I am totally having one of those Bernstein Bear moments, the Mandela effect, because I could swear I was in high school. I got to do some math on my fingies. Hold on.
On your fingies. You know what? I'm old enough to know that I was in at least school at that point, and I have gray hairs now to show it. I found too many gray hairs this morning. It was like they just came out yesterday. Right under there. I'll show you when I see you guys in person. I'll be like, look at these gray hairs. Are you still doing your math?
It got hard, and then I'm so disappointed on how unreliable my memory is. I really thought I had you.
I only remember because Mrs. Wajda put it on on her TV because we had a TV because we used to watch. What was that show that we used to have to watch? Like Channel 1 or
Channel 1
News.
News.
With Lisa Ling, I think. Was it Channel 1 News? Yeah.
Channel 1 News.
That's the reason we had
CNN.
I could have sworn I was in Miss Ellison's Biology 2 class. I'm really like I'm trying to think of the layout of my high school, and it's foggy. There's only 4 years of my life, though. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe I was in middle school.
Like, yeah, I remember it from Netflix. Did you watch it on Netflix? Because it was good. I did like the I think it was on Netflix. The movie that they did on it. The movie series or whatever. It was
Didn't it have like Ross from Friends?
Yes, it did.
David Schwimmer?
He was the player. Yeah, he did a really nice, they all did a really good job. Really, really good job. And you waited for those moments, like those like powerhouse moments, like if the glove don't fit, you must quit. Like, and you just waited for those words to be said, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. So what do you guys got going on today?
Aaron, you want to go first?
Adrian's like, I gotta come up with.
I think ladies should go first. What do you have going on today?
Well, I have pictures at a new listing with Humani's doing them. They're always fantastic. This house looks amazing. I'm so excited. Like, I love when they work super hard to get the house perfect. Huh. So that was a big relief. I mean, I knew they would, but they worked really hard. And then I have a inspection.
Yeah, you do.
Everything goes well there.
Yeah, you do.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Fingers crossed. And my buyer is so cute. So that should be really fun. And then I'll go home to see my baby and make him some lunch.
I am waiting on Homadi's photos for a listing. They took photos yesterday, so I'm hoping that can hit the MLS today. I have a listing with an inspection today.
Winka, winka.
Hopefully that goes well. And then honestly, I really don't want to show any houses today. I think I got a lot of work to do, and I kind of want to take the day off.
There's days that are like that.
I want to take the weekend off, So.
And I know it's AJ's turn, but I definitely want to it's sad when you're already like on Wednesday, you're stacking up your weekend and you just see like your weekend going away and away and away because all you're doing is showing homes, you know? You guys feel me there?
Nope.
Yeah. Yep.
AJ, what you got going on?
I got to do a CMA on a property that I might be listing soon within the next couple months. Then I got a client that sent me a couple properties that he wants to check out, so I got to go look at those. Maybe schedule a showing for him tonight. That's about it so far.
Man.
That's a good day. So did we talk about the superhero powers yet?
No,
we have not.
So let's go there because I've been excited about this topic ever since I sent Aaron the Snapchat that said, if I ever was a superhero, this is what I would want to look like. And I'll try and do that video so I can post it in the comments of this podcast.
And I want to remind me, man, I want to run by you my birthday present I gave my 12-year-old nephew. I want to know from a mom's perspective if it was a good idea. Go right into that for all right, not to hijack. AJ and I already spoke about this. We want your opinion. So my
mom's right here.
So long story short,
I'm getting
okay. So I gave him a lock picking set with a clear lock so he can practice lock picking, and I taught him how to pick a lock.
So let me tell you. I think is this the one that was in a lot of your pictures? This is Y guy, right?
This is Y guy.
I mean,
yep.
W. Y guy. Okay. And when I said Y guy, I was like, that's not right. It should be W, but Y is, you know.
Wyatt. So Y guy. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, that might sound confusing. So I had worried about the trades of many occupations. And I think locksmiths are going to come to a point where we don't have enough of them. And so I have thought this for years now because I thought I also would be good at being a locksmith. I love keys. I love like the mechanical stuff behind it. So I think you giving that to him, you might have just made his future.
Jail or self-employed?
Self-employed, though. We're going to go with self-employed.
Aren't all criminals self-employed, though?
That's a good question to ask our viewers.
Oh, and can we kind of do like a 10,000-foot view on, we actually had a random stranger watch the show. They left a comment. Thank you for that. None of us are clicking on that link you posted. My 13, almost 14-year-old niece is the one that pointed that out to me. Said, Uncle Aaron, I got good news for you. So shout out to Macy. She always watches the show. She didn't leave the comment, but she brought it to my attention. Yeah. She's like, yeah, she's like, I wouldn't click that link if I were you, Uncle Aaron. That's a good idea.
She's like, you know, you tell that Amanda who doesn't have any danger feelers.
No threat assessment.
She has zero threat. That one that has no threat assessment. Tell her not to click on it. That's what her point was probably. So how old?
She'll be 14 coming up here in a couple months.
Our number one fan.
She is.
Of month.
She's awesome. She's my social media director. She's the whole reason I'm on TikTok and Snapchat.
Man, those are so addicting. Yeah. I only use Snapchat to send messages. I think it's a fun way to send a text.
I agree.
You 100%. I hardly text my friends anymore. With most of my friends, I mostly Snapchat them.
I'm above Facebook now. I'm like a teenage girl, and I'm like, Facebook, that's for old people.
What's Facebook?
I love me some Facebook, but I love the entertainment factor of Snapchat and TikTok. I was born to entertain, and through Snapchat I can.
You know, I pulled my niece aside, and I was like, hey, how come you're not adding me on TikTok and Snapchat? And they're like, you're on Snapchat, and they were teasing me that I only have like you two are my best friends, and then like my nephew Derek is my best friend, and Macy's my best friend on there, and I don't even have like a full best friends list.
Yeah.
And their reason for not adding me on TikTok is they're like, I'm afraid it'll mess up my algorithm, and I've got my algorithm where I want it for my feed. And I was like,
I think that's a fair concern. I don't even know how it found my algorithm, but it doesn't really match me. However, it is entertaining, so I always just watch, which probably will never change my algorithm because I watch.